So let's get going. So this is my first camping trip in a year. I did attempt one about 4 or 5 months ago, and even before I got going it was a disaster. So this is the first kind of camping video in a year and a half pretty much. I'm still driving the Mahindra. It's got nearly 49,000 k's on the clock now. No issues at all. So brilliant four-wheel drive. Made pizza pocket, and I've got power again to the oven. After a year and a half of over a year and a half of having the car, I finally got the dual battery setup going again. So bung it in the oven. I was trying to work out what I actually wanted to take out of this weekend. You know, did I just want to find a nice spot, set up for 2 nights, sit back and sing some piss, or did I want an adventure? In the end, I thought, yeah, I want an adventure. It's been a long time since I've had an adventure. It's also, I want to tick a couple of towns off the list. So Bandee Lakes is the stop for tonight, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there. And then the second night, I'll head out towards Westonia or Marvel Loch, and I've never been to either of those two places. There's only probably about 5 or 6 places in WA that I haven't been to. Here I am again, Bandee Lakes. Same spot as last time. I'm pretty sure that was even how the fire was last time too, so it hasn't even moved. But yeah, beautiful spot. And I'm the only one here at the moment. Nowhere near as much water as there was last time though. Good thing I didn't bring the kayak. Alright, time to unpack, and then I'll get my homemade pizza pocket out of the oven. Alright, so this is the setup. It's taking me a while because I'm a bit rusty. Okay, so most of it's the same as what it was last time. Like I said before, the camp oven's actually... Oh, forgot about my pizza pocket. The shower's over this side now, and I've put one of those little small awnings on. So that does the job, I reckon. And then, of course, I can just go straight from the bed to the shower if I need to. So tonight's dinner is spicy jalapeno pork snags from the local butcher in Northam. These are brilliant. Had them about a month ago. Absolutely beautiful. They're the duck's nuts. So cold, I'm shivering. Welcome to the next day. Alright, time to make some breakfast. Alright, so yeah, it was a good night. I really enjoyed myself. It was a pretty amazing night sky this morning when I woke up about 5. Freezing bloody cold, as I said. Yeah, just there was no moon, so it was completely, the sky was just full of all the stars, and I was out taking photos, shivering. So I'm heading further east, just about to hit Meriden. Might stop and get a pie, I reckon. So I'm actually pretty impressed with Westonia. Beautiful town. Just the old club hotel, there's the museum. It's a brilliant museum. You should go and have a look in there if you're ever in town. I mean, the whole town is like, it's like a museum. They've done really well. There's an old head frame here. And then there's a general store down the end there, and there's a gallery over there, cafe gallery. But they've done up all the buildings. In some of the photos I've taken, you know, they've got like the old signage from what the stores used to be. There's another tavern, so that's the Westonia tavern there. The same, you can see like they've done up the shop fronts. Some of these there's nothing behind them, or it doesn't look like there's anything behind them, but they've got the old names on them, what they used to be. And then they've got nice stuff like relics, mining relics, down the main street as well. Just the whole joint looks beautiful. Nice and quiet too. Turns out this pub here, I was reading on the side of the front of the pub there, it was actually from Bonningvale, which is north of Coolgardie. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, the museum is really, really worth checking out. Amazing collection in there. Thought I'd take a look out here at Boodalin Soak, which is just out of Westonia. Just amazing, the stonework to make this soak. Look at that. So this was built in the 1860s or something. That's amazing. Brilliant work. It says on the plaque over here, they needed 10 convicts, 6 pensioner soldiers and 10 convicts. And there's an Aboriginal tracker as well. So, yeah. Obviously it would have looked a little bit different to this. Yeah, just imagine coming out here. Back then in the 1860s, there was no roads, there's nothing. There was a chain, it says on the plaque over there, they made a series of soaks and dams. And that was then utilised when the gold rush of the 1890s happened. Interestingly, it says on another plaque there that was out here where Moonrise Joe, the bushranger, where he was caught on one of his escapes. It says him and his group of escapees were going to try and get across the border into South Australia, but they got seen by some sandalwood cutters. They told the authorities, and they caught up with them and arrested them out here, and then they had to walk all the way back to Perth. Well, I reckon I might go for Bodallin Dam. I was just looking on Google and Wikicamps, and I don't know, I'll give it a go. It's only about 19 k's away from here. Anyway, this has been a nice little spot to check out. Very peaceful, but not kind of the trees I was after. I was after a bit more of a woodland area. Alright, let's hit the road. Just a quick stop at Boodalin. My dad's sister used to live out here, and as you can see, there's nothing left of the joint anymore. It was a town, a little village here for the pumping station. Not that one, that's a new one, but the old one's up there. So that's the original pumping station, and it looks like it used to be, I guess, serviced by a railway siding just there. Probably where they used to drop the wood or the coal or whatever to power it. Keep pumping the water from Mundaring Weir all the way to Kalgoorlie. Alright, I'm at my spot where I'm going to camp for tonight. Bodallin Dam. Never been here before. It was a little bit not as easy as I thought to find, because you can't get in sort of directly off the highway. You got to sort of come in off a side road. Anyway, it's not bad. It's a bit breezy, as you can hear in the microphone. So it's going to be one of those sort of rush jobs with getting the awning pegged down quickly. Anyway, there's so the dam's there, and then there's sort of a rocky outcrop up that way, and the water's fed down a channel just over here. So yeah, it comes down from the rocky outcrop down the channel, and then into the dam. So the configuration this time is without any sides. There's a little bit too much wind around at the moment, and it sort of turns it into like a sort of a balloon, a wind catch, if you know what I mean. I was going to put the side up the front there because it felt like the wind was all coming that way, but it's sort of swirling around, so no sides tonight. It's not a bad joint. I've sent the drone up, had a look around. I think I'm going to go over that hill there and take the metal detector, see what I can find. Alright, so I've been sort of walking around. I've had a few hits, but it's just been bullet casings. But here, this is getting me, I don't know what the hell's going on with this one, but I keep digging. So you can, as you see, right, that stuff's all going off there, but look, nothing. Yeah, so there's something there, I don't know, maybe it's just a bit of metal. Because like I said, bullet casings, there was a bit of an old drum I found somewhere, so I'd say this has probably been checked, this area. But yeah, I don't know how much further I've got to keep digging down to get to it. No success. Not that I was going to actually, thinking I was going to get anything. But, it's like fishing. Give it a go. Give you something to do when you come out camping. Been wanting to do it for years. And now I can say I've done it. Kind of taken a bush track to get back, haven't I? Oh, gee. Probably bloody kangaroo tick country as well. And so that's it, that's day 2. I've had a really good time. It's funny how you sort of deny yourself the things that you like. You deny yourself them because time or money or whatever it is. And then you get to a point where you just say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. That's what this little trip has done for me. It's sort of shown me that I shouldn't deny myself these little simple pleasures. Whether if it just means I go out once every couple of months, it's better than going out once a year. And I've got that set up, so I may as well use it. All right. Well, till tomorrow. Ciao. Well, got the billy on the boil, got the fire going there. Not looking forward to the pack up. I'll show you Frosty. I've heard about this out here, especially with the water bag. Years ago, old train driver bloke used to drive steam engines out this way. Was saying that he was just a fireman, and he left the water bag out on the locomotive overnight when the train was parked up in a siding. And the next morning he came out, the water bag had frozen over completely, and he never heard the end of it from the driver. So yeah, just gets bloody. I mean, I love it. I love how cold it gets out here. In summer it's hot, and then winter it's freezing cold. Contrast, ruggedness, sometimes unforgiving. Just beautiful too. Alright, let's get to that warm drink. I need it. Water bag's frozen down the bottom. Breakfast is served. Alright, time to sit back while the dew drops off the roof and eat my breakfast. Part of the solar panel still on the dark side of the moon. Anyway, time to pack up your swag, let's go. It's time to work out my route to get home. So at the moment I'm right here. So I'm going to go along the pipeline into Bodallin and follow the highway to Moonrise Rock, down the Moonrise Rock Road, on the Marvel Loch into Marvel Loch itself. And then that knocks off 2 towns that I haven't been to. Westonia is done, and then Marvel Loch is done. I didn't need to do that, but I wanted to. Right, this is what's left of Bodallin. Used to be an old narrow gauge railway siding town. Still has a train station out here, but it's standard gauge and they moved it out of town. So just off to your left is where the narrow gauge station and yard used to be. A lot of these little towns along the Grayson Highway, there's a servo the other side of the pipeline over there, but a lot of these little towns survived purely because of the railways. And then once the narrow gauge line was pulled up in about 1974, that was pretty much the end of them. So you can just see over here, there's an embankment there, and that was a flyover for the narrow gauge to go over the standard gauge. So now we're following the standard gauge line, and the grain silos down here. And if you live in this part of the world, you can actually catch the prospector train that goes through here from Kalgoorlie into Perth, or vice versa. And so you can still catch a train from here into town. Well, it's Marvel Loch. Hey, I can say I've been here now. Fortunately, the pub doesn't open till 4 p.m, which was the same problem in Westonia. I was hoping to kind of get a beer in there at lunchtime, but no. I'm going to shoot out of here, head back up via the Southern Cross Road, then go back via the highway. Kind of the adventure's pretty much over, but of course, you know, you still got to get home yet. Things can still make me take detours, I guess. But no, it's been a good little drive. Really needed to do this. It's great to be out here. I'm right on the edge of the goldfields. This is it. Like, if you keep going east, it's all woodland, and if you go west, it's all farming land. So it's actually, it feels like I'm right on the edge of it, which I am. But you know, it's just good to be back in the goldfields. All right, it's time to skedaddle. Ciao.